Hey Moon Magic family, welcome to the channel. In today's readings we are asking what is happening for you in April. Now I'm seeing this card as our third already, so we are drawing these three cards together. We will also draw 3 runes and 3 charms, and let me get the runes over here for people who like a little bit more information. Now for reading number 1 we have the card When a Witch Must Drink Their Brew. This is reading number 1, pile number 1. Okay. Reading number 2, pile number 2, we have If the River Flows This Way. Okay. And pile number 3, reading number 3, we have Underneath the Lizard's Skin. Okay, so these are our 3 cards for today's readings. What is happening for you in April? 3 runes. Do you know, actually, no, 2 coming out very strongly, both for reading number 1. We have the rune of protection, Algiz, and Berkana, the rune of growth. Okay, let's place those there. Do we have 2 runes? We have the spiritual warrior, the rune of the spiritual warrior, and we have, Othilla, separation, for reading number 2. Okay. And reading number 3, we have the rune of flow, and also Kano, the rune of openings. Okay, lovely. So let's draw a charm as well. Reading 1, you have the Tree of Life. Oh, that is just beautiful. Reading 2, you have the Dolphin. How interesting with all these fish. And reading 3, you have 2. You have 2 charms here. You have a cross, and you also have the symbol of love. Okay, beautiful. Okay, I will leave the camera running for just a few moments longer for anyone that needs a bit more time. As always, with any pick a card reading, trust your instincts, listen to your intuition, take as long as you need, and if you find you are drawn to more than one reading, it may be that one reading is connecting to one part of your life or to one area of your world or something that is happening during the month of April, and another will be about a different part or a different circumstance. So listen to any and all that are speaking to you and calling to you. The timestamps, as always, are in the description box and also in a pinned comment. Tons and tons of love, Super Souls, and I will see you in a moment in the readings. Hey, reading number 1, welcome and thank you so much for joining me. So what is happening for you in April? Now, I feel just unbelievably excited actually by your reading already. I'm kind of seeing big things going on, or certainly big things taking root. This card is gorgeous. I love this card. When a Witch Must Drink Their Brew. This is like you being unapologetically you, being completely true to yourself. Now, with Algiz, the rune of protection, aside from knowing that you are protected, it really speaks of right action. I feel that there are going to be things that you are doing in April that are connected to establishing yourself in the world, like a really significant phase of I want to say evolutionary growth. I'm going to get much more specific here when we start to draw other cards. But this is the tree of life. This is you being you. This is you. It's like you're removing some form of restriction, and kind of it kind of unleashes your energy. Look at the energy rising here. Let's dive straight in and draw more cards rather than me just focusing on this card. But I do feel really excited for you. I just love this card. It's one of my favorite cards in this pack. Let's draw some oracle cards for you, reading number 1, and see what we have. Okay, you have the horse and the bluebell, modest fortitude. Okay, let's put that here, I think. Wow, see, horses are about power. You know, we register engine size as horsepower. Horses liberated, you know, tribal peoples. They were able to hunt better, be more effective. Horses symbolize liberation, freedom. Let's draw more cards for you as well from the Art of Manifestation Oracle pack. Okay, intention. This is very, very interesting. Intention is a focused thought. Prayer is a focused thought. Worry is also a focused thought. Notice the predominant thoughts that you hold in your mind, because these are actually sending a request into the universe. If necessary, consciously make adjustments to your thinking patterns. This is very, very interesting. Okay. So this is not only you being unapologetically you, taking an ownership of your power, but I feel that you're doing it kind of both within your, it's like in yourself, but in the world, out in the world, but also kind of in yourself as well. So really interesting sort of duality of ownership going on here. Let's draw a tea leaf as well. What's happening for reading number 1 in April? Yeah, I am seeing those two. Okay, what do we have here? We have crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Honor and respect will come to you. How interesting. How interesting. And let's put those up here. Now I'm going to draw one card as well from the Fairytale Tarot. This is the Inner Child Tarot, the Fairytale Tarot. What do we have here? We have 4 of Swords. Now this is interesting because in a way, traditionally the 4 of Swords is a kind of a card of rest, contemplation, but this is actually a moving, happening card. We're seeing a raft and it's being steered by 4 different people. We have a dove, so there's liberation and freedom from something here. Liberation and freedom from limiting beliefs, from internal stuff that's going on. You're moving towards a gateway. Can you see this gateway here? The birth or conception of a child or enterprise, honor and respect will come to you. There is a lot of what I would call energy of self-respect in this reading coming through, that horsepower. Okay, let me move these along so we can get everything I think is in the camera. Yes, it is. Great. Now we're going to draw some more tarot cards, I think. So, reading number 1. What is really interesting for me here as well is that when I said duality, I don't mean duality in a way that there is a polarity or an opposition, actually. Duality for me in your reading is saying that 2 things are happening simultaneously that are perfectly in alignment with one another. It is as if your internal world aligns with your external manifestations. Sometimes we're at odds, aren't we? We can be trying to manifest something and yet our internal dialogue, our internal thoughts and thinking patterns are actually at odds with what we're trying to do and what we're trying to create. I think in April, you come into alignment your internal world and your external world line up. It's a bit like when the planets line up astrologically and everything starts to move forwards. And of course, actually, we are moving into eclipse season, and a lot of planets are now moving forwards and they are in alignment. I'm seeing this card for you too, and this one, and also this one as well. Okay, let's see what we have in these cards initially, and we will maybe draw some more. So Ace of Discs. Look at this horse showing up again. This is like the same horse, Knight of Discs. Look at that. This is just amazing. We have the card of Gratitude and the Three of Discs. I think you are going to be, oh wow, 2 aces. My goodness me, you see, this is the mind. This is the internal mind, the workings of your mind. Ace of Swords. Ace of Discs, this is the external manifestations taking place. Reading number 1, you are moving forwards. You are happening in April. You are creating your raft. Maybe some of you have been feeling a bit out at sea, or a bit out without a limb is what is coming through here. Or is it out without a limb? Out on a limb. Out on a limb is the saying. You know, when we feel out on a limb, it's as if we are being buffeted about by life, or even buffeted about by our own the internal workings of our mind. I feel it is as if, yeah, everything comes into alignment and you know where you're going, your direction. We have this dove here, and I'm really seeing these 4, I don't know whether they are like elves maybe, but I'm seeing them as being like representative of the 4 directions on a medicine wheel. They are now navigating. You are now able to navigate with clarity. The 4 of Swords, clarity, clear mind. Ace of Swords, your mind is clear thinking. You are able to put down something that has been kind of pushing you around, as if your internal mind or your external circumstances, you were not on solid ground in some way, shape or form. That's changing, and so you're now manifesting something here. You're the birth or conception of a child or an enterprise. It's as if you are energetically free to move forwards. I love the modest fortitude as well. To harvest. You see, I think that maybe whatever it is that brings you into alignment here, even though this is conception, birth or conception of a child, I sort of feel like you're going to see some results, which is really interesting. We will draw more cards in a moment for you, reading number 1, because this is April for you. The premise of this oak tree, the tree of life, is that, gosh, you are you. Whatever you are birthing, creating, building, it is connected to the very essence of who you are. Now, I think you are going to see results because we have the card of Gratitude here. I really think it's like if you start a project, it gets off the ground really, really quickly. It's happening. We have the 3 of Discs. This is a celebration, ultimately, in terms of your finances or your work or whatever that position is. And we have the 2 of Cups. So this is a real celebration, a unity. I think this is unity both within you, like your internal world and your external world, joining forces in love and power and transformation. We have snakes of transformation here. But this is also your world moving forwards in a way that you love. We have the Dove of Peace here. So reading number 1, I feel primarily the word satisfaction is coming through. I think you are going to have a very satisfying April. Yeah, it's so interesting reading number 1. I feel quite elevated in a very modest way. You know, there's a humbleness here, but I feel the words that are coming through are actually contentment, fulfillment, satisfaction, being happy to be you. It is as if something is being lifted. Yeah, lifted from you. Very interesting here. And look at this, we have this lucky horseshoe here. It's as if some aspect of something that has been, yeah, out on a limb is what I was really feeling, or as if you felt blocked or inhibited from being you, something that was taking up your airplay in your head. It is as if, it feels as if your luck changes. But what is so interesting here is I don't actually think it's luck. I think this is because it's like you uphold. Yeah, you uphold, you are lifted, but you uphold your own position in something here. You know, when a witch must drink their brew, it's like you being authentically you and unashamedly, yes, that's the word, unashamedly being you. The rune of protection, Algiz, it's interesting, it's associated with the energy of the elk. And the elk is able to travel very, very, very long distances, and they can outrun, they have stamina basically, they can outrun, if they're being hunted, they can outrun some of the most ferocious predators because they have stamina, they have staying power. And I feel that something shifts here. I think you stand true, you uphold your own values, you uphold what is true to you. You stand in unity within yourself. And actually, you know, because of that, yeah, something is lifted from you. Your inner world and your outer world align. And yeah, it is as if within a space of personal balance, things now are moving forwards. It's very interesting because the Four of Swords is a very present card normally in a traditional pack. It often involves stillness, meditation, observation. You're moving forwards, which is very, very interesting. So in a sort of a guided kind of way. And yet, you know, I think you actually in many ways take charge of your own direction. Yeah, you're clear. But what's absolutely gorgeous is that we're seeing the result of something here. Knight of Discs, we're seeing a harvest coming in. I just love the horses in your reading. A harvest of your own personal empowerment, your own integrity in many ways. Wow, we have a moon here as well, a full moon. I think you're going to be seen as well. Honour and respect will come to you. I think you'll be seen for who you are. I think you'll be seen, respected, honoured, yeah, lifted, risen, rising. I'm seeing you rising here. How interesting, reading number 1. Yeah, I do feel for you guys. April is going to be a absolutely lovely, lovely month. It is as if, yeah, it is that being uplifted, in alignment, moving forwards solidly. You know, this doesn't look, it's really interesting. Look at this river. The speed of this river is not, it's heading towards the gateway that you want to pass it through. You know, this is the gateway and you're being guided by the dove of peace. But there's still time to go fishing along the way. Look at this. You know, there's still time to stop and smell the roses. So I feel that like you're seeing results, you're seeing a gathering of momentum, you're seeing results coming in, lots of gratitude, fulfillment, honour, respect. It does feel like fulfillment in many ways, because I think, again, fulfillment with respect to who you are, but also fulfillment in some kind of an enterprise that you are creating and generating. I think you see real, solid results here. real solid, you know, financial results. If some of you have been applying for any kind of a promotion or investing in a project, I think you get both the personal recognition and the raise that you were asking for as well. It's kind of, there is this duality, and you get to enjoy it. You get this a sense of celebration here. The Two of Cups. You are celebrating something in April. And it's both personal respect, self-esteem, acknowledgement, validation, and alongside that, actual physical, material, practical happenings simultaneously. Berkana is a fruit-bearing rune. It's very interesting. Berkana actually is a very steady energy. This rune of growth. It isn't a sudden kind of immediate, gosh, something that shakes your world but brings you something exciting. It's steady, solid progress, where it's like we sort of, if you were going to decorate a room, this might seem a silly analogy, but I'll use it because it's come to mind. If you were decorating a room, it's kind of one of those circumstances where you clean the room first. You clean out all the corners, and because you've cleaned out all the corners, it can then be properly decorated because it's a beautifully, spotlessly clean room. And then when it's decorated, it's just totally pristine and absolutely amazing. You know, all the preparation got done in such an amazingly thorough way. That's the kind of sense of honor and integrity, that internal integrity that cleanses and cleans and sweeps out the cobwebs and dusts out the corners of the shadows, and therefore what then results is really strong and really solid, and it's real growth. I am thinking, for me, your reading number 1 is actually pretty phenomenal. I think April looks to be an amazing month for you. I really, really do. Okay, beautiful souls. I am going to draw just 2 more cards for you from a different tarot pack, just to kind of ask, if there's anything else Spirit wishes to share with you. Reading number 1 about what looks to be like a absolutely, contentment, fulfillment, genuinely being happy with being you, happy with your world. What do we have here? Look at that, the 9 of Pentacles. I mean, this is what I feel to be a card of self-earned rewards. Okay, I mean, this is the deal. Let's have this, and we'll ask for 1 more card. This is beautiful. Yeah, that is your card. Okay, and then the 4 of Coins. Yeah, this is fascinating because I think to have these 2 cards together, there is this real sense of genuine self-reward, acclaim, honor. With the 4 here, this is very, very interesting. Whatever had you out on a limb, okay, whatever it was that was out on a limb, you know, it maybe connects to going back to the ways of thinking, ways of being, ways of doing. What I'm seeing here in that the 4, it always asks us not to cling to something that no longer serves us. Okay, so with this card of self-satisfaction, of self-reward, acknowledgement, you know, really having that, gosh, real sense of well-being, of health returned. It's there because you let go of something. Maybe it was a thinking pattern. Maybe it was whatever it was that left you feeling like you were out on a limb. Whatever it was that stopped you from feeling that you could be your authentic self. It's the letting go of that brings this sense of personal achievement, both inside and out. And my goodness me, what you see, the results that you see are on the inside and the outside. The duality of energy here manifesting in real terms. And I do think you see actual physical results. You can go fishing and you will catch a fish, whatever that may be for you. Reading number 1, I super think this is going to be a super month for you. I really do. Yes, it involves letting go of something, but you absolutely do so successfully. And it does. It feels rewarding, fulfilling. It's a gorgeous month for you, and I am thrilled. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you'd like to get notification as soon as I post a reading, if you are subscribed, if you press the little bell icon as well, they should come into your stream. And thank you all of you who've been asking about private readings. I am not able to take on any private reading work, but I do offer a private reading once a month as a gift to one of my subscribers, and I have a subscriber email list. I also give a pack of the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards away as well. It's like a monthly prize draw, and my colleague draws the names out of the hat. Do watch out for that, for the announcement video. If you're on my email list, I announce the name of the winner in a video here on YouTube. Also, if you're interested in my all signs readings, they are on Patreon, and also I do a tutorial on Patreon every month as well. Super Souls, do check in on anything and everything that might interest you that I do, the free stuff I put into the world. Thank you all for being here. I'll put all the relevant links to anything and everything in the description box and in the comments for phone users as well. Tons and tons of love. Look, have the most amazing month. I honestly think you're going to. This just feels like genuine, modest, humble, pure enjoyment in such a real way. And it's just, I could sit in your energy all day, honestly. Reading number 1, I could just sit here and bathe in your energy. It's gorgeous. Tons of love to you. Hey, reading number 2, welcome. I just think this is gorgeous, having this dolphin energy and seeing these kind of fish flowing down through here. We also have these hands with these eyes, seeing, these all-seeing eyes, these all-seeing hands. Now, with the spiritual warrior rune, Tewaz, this rune speaks of discernment. And with Othilla, the rune of separation and inheritance, this rune speaks of shedding skins, outgrowing a situation. That's very interesting, because this is suggesting that maybe decisions will be made. There will be a need to make some choices and decisions in April. At the same time, there's also a need to kind of go with the flow, practice the art of allowing, trust that the choices and the decisions you make are going to be shown to you along the way. You don't have to, I want to say, react or make something happen. It is as if in April there will be a series of stages of something. That's what I'm seeing. Choices and decisions, a series of stages through which you will make choices along the way. You may find that you have a windy road during April. That's no bad thing. We'll draw a lot more cards for you reading number 2 to find out more about this. But I think there'll be a windy road rather than a straight one. Okay, which is really interesting. And it is fascinating. All these fishes with faces, their eyes are closed. Can you see this? And yet the hands here have the eyes in them. So you're going to be sort of gifted with signs that help you to know what to do next, when to do it, and how to do it. This is a time, I think, where you're practicing the art of allowing. You're tuned in with a month of growth for you. There is a month of growth. You are outgrowing. It's quite interesting. You are outgrowing a circumstance. And yet it isn't a clear-cut stepping through a doorway, and it's like you're not stepping from one room where you have been living for a while straight through into another room that you've been living in for a while. It's like there's a corridor along the way with lots of doorways, and you will be walking along that corridor, a windy corridor, not even a straight one, and the right doorways will be shown to you that will lead you to the room that you then need to kind of occupy and be in, as it were, metaphorically. It's an interesting analogy I'm using here, because actually in dream work, you know, in dream interpretation, if we dream of a house, and many people dream of the same house, if they suddenly discover a new room in their house, it means they are discovering an aspect of themselves that is either yet to be explored or to be stepped in and developed, a new room of potential. Very, very interesting, and it's a very fascinating part of dream interpretation. Anyway, I will say no more. Let me continue. The owl and hop, wisdom. So again, you're going to be shown something here. We have the owl. How interesting. Owls, of course, see in the dark. They have crystal clear vision. How interesting that in these fishes are practicing the art of allowing, and what's being shown to them is really interesting because it's in the dark part. It isn't in the, we have the river here, which is all lit up and light. The hands with the eyes in them are in the dark parts of this card. How interesting. Let's draw more cards for you, reading number 2. What is happening in April for reading number 2? This is a very powerful card, Stand Your Ground. This card brings a clear message, whether in pragmatic action or in holding firm to your own principles and to your own opinions. Whatever your situation, do not give way. This is not a time to back down. The time is right to hold your own and stand your ground. How interesting. Curious, because the spiritual warrior, the rune of the spiritual warrior, is very discerning. Something has, I want to say, outgrown itself, but I think you have outgrown a situation. It no longer serves you. It's not right for you anymore. We actually have more than, gosh, we have 4 tea leaves. I'm just going to go with these. Gosh, 5 tea leaves. Oh, wow. Now, before we turn these over, let us draw from the Fairytale. This is the Inner Child Tarot, the Fairytale Tarot. And there is your card. Okay, so this is Child of Crystals. Okay, so this is the equivalent of the Page of Pentacles. How interesting that we have, can you see this bird of prey, I think, here, flying in the corner here. And this is Huckleberry Finn. This is the story of Huckleberry Finn. And he has a raccoon here. Now, and a frog here on the lily leaf, but he's fishing. The essence of this card, of this story, is that Huckleberry Finn kind of found some treasure, I believe, and that was his story. He found some treasure, and because he was a child, he wasn't able to sort of claim that treasure, but it was orchestrated or organized for him in a way that what it basically meant was that he was then kind of given kind of like an allowance, or he could, if he needed something, he could ask for it and the money was there to provide for him. So the essence of this is that what you need here is going to be provided as you need it. Okay, there is a gain coming here. You're letting go of something, and yet simultaneously you're going to be given some sort of an inheritance. Something that you need will be given to you, because this was a kind of an inheritance or a legacy as such that was left to him, given to him. So he had what he needed. It all came to him. How interesting. What is your reading? What is really happening? I'm very, very fascinated by your reading number 2. I really am. So we have Tulip, Great Passion, and 4-leaf clover. Okay, Great Fortune, great good fortune. Okay, let me see, let's put these cards here. Yeah, now this is like a win. Okay, this is like a legacy, an inheritance. There's a win here. Oh, this is very, very interesting. There is something coming to you. A legacy, an inheritance, an opportunity. The interesting thing is you don't actually have to make it happen. You're going to, during April, need to stand your ground over something, not back down, hold your principles. But it's going to, a situation will unfold. Decisions are being made. I think decisions are, you're being affected actually, I think, by some things that are not open to you. They're not, I think you kind of know, you have that gut feeling that stuff is going on, it's taking place. But decisions are being made that you are not, you kind of know of them, and yet you're not fully, you're aware of them, but you're not fully involved in the process of those decisions being made. Okay, reading number 2. Now, there will be an issue within this whereby it's almost as if your opinion may be asked for. And the key here is to be really discerning and basically hold true to your own principles over this. Now we're seeing great passion, good fortune. So we have grapes, time to go out and have fun. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Clouds, temporary problems. This is really making some sense to me now. Because I feel like you're sort of not being given all the information about something here. But please be aware this is actually a temporary situation. This is temporary, it's not, and if you realise that something is happening, because I do think something is happening here, that it has an impact on the way in which some aspect of your world or the legacy of your world, how your world will evolve and flow. Something of how we're seeing the owl move forwards. So wisdom here, you know, something of the way that your world is going to unfold. And you're almost like the legacy that you will receive later on. I don't think it's an immediate receiving, but later on is, you know, there's some temporary problems around. And I don't think that you're entirely party to everything that is going on. Your opinion may be asked, but you're not actually involved in all of the decision making here. What I think is being shown here is kind of don't get drawn into it. Just, you know, practice the art of allowing. Discernment, you know, don't allow anyone to get their hooks into you. We have a hook here. Don't let anyone get their hooks into you. These are, anything that shows up as a problem is actually temporary. If you stand your ground and just hold true to your own principles, these eyes here in these hands, this is really clear. It's like, they're kind of saying stop, you know, like when you hold your hand up, it's like a stop, you know. I think you kind of do see what's going on. I think you can see what's going on, even though decisions are being made that you're not entirely involved in. Hold true to your own position, but kind of simultaneously walk away. Don't be involved. Kind of, this is like going with the flow. This is such an interesting reading. Going with the flow. Time out, go and have fun. You know, great passion, great good fortune, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. I think the kind of hiccups that may show up around a situation in your world over which you really don't have complete say, all you need to do, you'll be asked for your opinions. All you need to do is actually give your opinions and be really, really clear. Stand your ground, be very clear about what you think. And then kind of actually back off and walk away and allow this situation to unfold. You can say no if somebody tries to draw you into something, because I do feel that decisions are being made and it's almost as if people would like you to be an active participant in making these decisions, and yet simultaneously they're not really giving you the authority to follow it through in a really productive or in a way, well, it's like Huckleberry Finn. You know, the authority of his fortune was handed to a group of people who needed to then make decisions about how to, you know, look after his legacy, as it were. So something of your future legacy is being looked after. This is a rune of inheritance. So it's a gain that's going to come later. And so there's something going on in the background here. But actually, you are surrounded by great good fortune. So we're seeing a really favourable outcome, just as we have the same here with Huckleberry Finn. The outcome was very, very favourable. So the interesting message during April is to sort of be really clear about your position. If people ask your advice, then you can, about this current situation, you can give your advice, but also make a very clear choice not to be actively involved in something over which you ultimately don't have a say. You know, it needs to be, you know, ultimately this is being steered by other people. You can have your input in a way that really honours your position, but not be actively involved in something over which you have no real control. I hope this is making sense to you, reading number 2. What we are seeing is great good fortune. Four-leaf clover is gorgeous, and great passion. And having fun. So, you know, the key to this is to really choose to separation here, Othilla, separate from the situation, step away from it, and just go and keep your own energy buoyant. You have a deep personal strength and peace within you because you're clear about how you feel and what you will and won't do, and you stand strong in that, and then sit back and let other people make their decisions and choices. What we are actually seeing is a really, really good outcome for you. Let's draw some more cards. May we have information, please? Further information about what is happening in April for lovely, lovely reading number 2, please. I am seeing actually this card here and that card. Both of those, I think. Let's have a look and see what we have for you. Knight of Discs, how interesting. This came out in reading number 1. This is a rune of harvest. Something very beneficial is actually coming into your world. Great good fortune. Okay, so despite these temporary problems, despite the fact that there's stuff going on whereby you're not being given all the information, you're not really in charge of all these choices, or decision making, you're sort of slightly being kept in the dark. Maybe people aren't giving you all the information by choice. But I think you get to invest in something that is really important to you. Look at this, we have the 8 of Discs. We have the 8 of Swords. Then we have the card of Gratitude, and look at this, we then have the 6 of Swords. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is there's a big learning curve going on here for you. With Othilla, the rune of separation, old skins must be shed. I think that the circumstances that we're speaking about here, previously you would have easily been drawn into them or tried to be an active participant in the outcome. And interestingly enough, the learning curve is actually to let this go. The learning curve is to recognize, you know what comes to mind? The Serenity Prayer. There is the Serenity Prayer, it goes along the lines of, to see where to place this card. How interesting. I'll just put it here for the moment. The Serenity Prayer, it goes along the lines of, God give me the wisdom. Here we go. The wisdom, the owl and the hop. God give me the wisdom to see the things that I can. This is not the correct word, so please forgive me, but the gist of it I can give you. God give me the wisdom to take action when I can action, to affect the things I can affect, to step away from the things that I can't affect, to know when I can't do something, and the wisdom to know the difference. That is the gist of it. And, super souls, if any of you know what those words are and you're happy to put them in the comments, I will be very, very, very grateful to you. Thank you. Because you're separating from something, you're stepping back from something over which you really do recognize you don't have a say. You can't affect this. It's not your decision to make. Although somebody would quite like to draw you in and have you involved, but they're not also empowering you. You know, one of those circumstances where if you get involved, you're given almost some sense of responsibility for the outcome, even though it was never your decision. It's like you're drawn in, you know, in a way that just doesn't work for you, because you're not being given all the information. And this is the learning curve here. I mean, there's two things coming through in your reading number 2. One is the learning curve of choosing that serenity prayer and taking action accordingly, standing your ground and saying exactly what you will and won't do. Give your opinion because it's being asked, and then actually step away and leave them to it. Practice the art of allowing. I think the stepping away is really important, because I think that the kind of people or the circumstances around you would previously have hooked you in, literally, and drawn you in, and then you'd have become entangled in something here that would not really have worked for you. The harvest, the reward here, is kind of choosing actually to walk away from this way of being. And we have these two hooded figures here. You know, very interesting, isn't it? One actually carries a shield. It's that recognition. You don't have to be involved in something. You don't have to be disempowered. I mean, this is the, you know, such a sad picture here of a I guess it looks like a unicorn here. There's a horn. It looks like a deer almost. That is a unicorn. Deers are about gentleness. Unicorns are magical. This is interesting because it doesn't look like a horse. It looks like a deer with a unicorn horn. I think previously you might have got involved to keep the peace and then become entangled in somebody else's agenda. People, you know, we have hooded figures here. People who would not necessarily show you the whole truth or reveal the whole truth, but pull you in anyway. And actually, it's time to be shielded, to choose your own pathway, offer your opinions, and yet don't be disabled by the circumstances and the way that this is being managed. We have great passion, great good fortune, deep personal strength and success, peace that assures success. So I am seeing I'm seeing a temporary blip. Although this feels quite big in its own way, it also feels temporary. And I'm seeing a ton of gratitude, a sense of your own peacefulness, your legacy, your future from the outcome of this is going to be intact. We see great good fortune and harvest. So whatever the outcome of this, and it may be that some of you have been worried, perhaps what draws you into this sort of scenario, when someone draws you in and they want you to be an active participant, but they're also not empowering you to be one, I think perhaps is worry about the outcome, worry about losing something, decisions being made that might exclude you or cause a problem for you in the future. Your reading is very clear. Your future is secure. It is full of luck and benefit and good fortune. And actually your strength and integrity also are remaining intact. Walk away, offer your opinion, but walk away, don't be involved. Leave it behind, because this is a scenario that I think it has happened before. A pattern where you get drawn in, and you know, there's some fear-based energy. But I think you've really learned about this. You see it actually very clearly. You know what's going on. It's an interesting month. Remarkably, even though this feels quite intense, I think it is remarkably lightweight for you. Reading number 2. You know, you can sit by the river and contemplate. You can go out and have fun because you choose to detach from it. You're kind of free to go off and kind of live a carefree life, knowing that, you know, this will get sorted out and you don't need to do any more than stand your ground, give yourself the freedom to go off and have a great life. It's like not getting involved in somebody else's drama and choosing that, and then without the fear of what you might lose because of that, you then actually move on, have a lovely life, and honestly the outcome is really assured here. So I think it's an interesting reading, and I'm seeing a super nice, kind of pretty relaxed month for you. And the relaxed bit comes because you are stepping away from this. And because you're standing your ground and placing a boundary, your world actually looks pretty chilled and relaxed and cool. And whatever you are choosing to step away from, because you've learned from past experience, you know, the good luck is coming to you. We have this great good fortune, good luck, and we have the good luck horseshoe here, gratitude. So it's, I almost feel it's very interesting, like we have this sort of quite chilled, lovely green, natural energy over here. Stand your ground, be grateful for your own choices. This all feels like almost like a boundary. And then there's this other stuff going on where previously people try to entangle you in things, and you're sort of saying, no, no. Lovely word, no, 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 no. Could make a little song up saying, no, 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 no. That's what it feels like, saying no. Offer your opinion. Really super. It actually feels super nice. Quite liberating, actually, reading number 2. Really quite a sense of liberation. Yeah, look at these hands. Nope. Nope, the hand says no. The hand says, I can see what's going on. It's a no. And thumbs up to you. Yeah, look at the colours here. Look at the colours with these hands. This is super nice. Yeah, this is a temporary problem anyway. It will go away of its own accord. You're cool. I think this is your reading number 2. It is absolutely fascinating what is going on for you in April. I think you're going to have a relatively chilled month, actually, because of your detachment from this. And way to go. Tons and tons of love to you. Super Souls, if you'd like to get notification of any of my readings, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, they should come into your stream. And I do a ton of other stuff. Thank you for those of you who've contacted me about private readings. I am not able to offer private readings, but I do give away a free private reading to one of my subscribers. It is a subscriber offer, and also a pack of these Art of Manifestation Oracle cards. It's like a subscriber draw. If you want to be in that draw, you just need to add your name to my subscriber email list. I will put the link to that and loads of other stuff that I do in the description box and in the comments for phone users. My all zodiac sign readings are also available on Patreon. It's a different site, so do check those out. It's a site that works on donations, but there's a ton of stuff that I do. I will put all the links in the information box, so do scroll down and check them out. Tons and tons and tons of love to you, reading number 2. Gosh, it actually feels really quite light. Despite this sort of feels like it would once have been really heavy going. But it's not, because you say, nope, talk to the hand. It's gorgeous. Tons of love. Hey, reading number 3. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I think with your main card here underneath the lizard's skin, and with 2 very dynamic runes. You know, Kano, the rune of opening, is renewed clarity. Something opening up, moving forwards. There's a lot of movement here. And with the rune of flow, Lagos, it's very interesting, because this is about water. The rune of flow is about water. It's about unseen powers being active, moving things forwards, being a conduit of change. Kano is about fire. And so it's like a torch of awareness showing the direction. So we have water and fire. So a lot of passion, a lot of steam, and steam can power a locomotive. It can move things forwards. The cross, I mean, actually is symbolic of both death and rebirth. You know, the rising, the death of Christ, the rising of Christ. And so I actually feel there's going to be quite a significant opening for you. Rapid change with an opening for you in April, reading number 3. I also think you're going to love it, okay? Absolutely love it. But I feel like it's going to be fast paced. You know, when we go through periods of accelerated change. It can sometimes feel like your feet don't touch the ground. I do feel that might be the case for you, reading number 3, that April might be very busy and very, very fast paced. Let's draw more cards and see what else we are shown. May we have information for reading number 3 about April. The cat and lavender, independence. This is interesting. You know, when I looked at this cross, because it's sort of bound, I actually felt there's some sense of liberation or freedom coming to you. I'm not sure how that's coming to you, how this freedom, how this movement forwards is coming to you. But yeah, I did feel independence, freedom coming through. It's very interesting. Freedom came up in another reading quite recently as well. Persevere. Okay, who would have thought that a humble acorn could grow into a mighty oak tree? But of course, this takes time. Whatever you are involved in, this card brings a message of reassurance. Your hard work and continued effort and dedication will come to fruition. You are asked to persevere and trust. Okay, fast-paced, busy, I'm seeing for you. Locomotive, moving forwards, that kind of energy of motion, locomotion. What else are we seeing here for reading? Number 3. Okay, we have some tea leaf cards here. We have the moon, changes in your life. Okay, and then fear, worries, tense situations. I wonder whether you will be, I won't say concerned about changes, but like the pace of change. You know how sometimes you really want something to change, and then it's like getting on a train, and then it's going really, really, really fast, and you think, wow, this is really escalating, it's really moving, it's really going fast. Yeah, I just want to put the brakes on. Even if it's something you really, really, really wanted, even if it is something that is going to liberate you, free you from some kind of a circumstance. I mean, it could be, I always feel like it's like starting a new job, and you've wanted that new job forever, but the new job actually involves moving house, relocating, and you know, there just isn't a second in the day to stop and slow down. So the changes are there, but it starts to get really tense, and we get really anxious, and we just think we're never going to achieve this, and I won't be able to do the job because I'm too exhausted, and da 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 da. Blah, blah, blah. That's what it feels like. But actually, persevere. The actual anchoring, the putting down of roots takes time. I remember my mum once said to me, actually, funnily enough, she was talking about moving house. So there is some reference point to that, to a big change. And she said, moving house, she always felt it took at least a year to sort of, to kind of start to grow roots. It's like the analogy of planting, replanting, transplanting a plant or a tree from one pot to another pot. And even if the pot it was in was really root bound, and we move it to a bigger pot, which is what it really, really needs to expand, to find its freedom, its independence, to start to really grow, it takes a proper year before it's really got its new roots established in that new pot, in that new location. And she was using that analogy for moving house, but I feel there's something of that energy here that could leave you feeling wobbly because of the fast pace of changes and things basically happening. You know, that it does feel like your world is going to escalate, and I think it's in a good way. I'm not seeing anything here that doesn't feel good, that you're not going to love. I'm seeing freedom, independence, liberation. Very interesting, lavender. Now, lavender is what we call as a herb, it's an adaptogen. What that means is that, because it's a very healing energy, lavender, but what lavender does is it's a conduit. Here we go, like flow, like the rune of flow, Lagos. It's it takes the healing to exactly where it's needed. Okay, that's why it's an adaptogen. So if you're using lavender alongside another healing herb or another healing crystal, the lavender will be the conduit that takes it to where it needs to go. It's almost like if you think of irrigation channels, and you've got a central point of water, and the water is needed in order to feed the plants and the pots or wherever the area of growth that is needed. Lavender takes the energy, as it were. It becomes the channel, the vessel, the irrigation channel that allows the flow of energy to go where it's needed. Okay, so water, fire, independence, freedom, emergence, but at a fast pace, but it is going where it needs to go. It's being taken in the right direction, and it's not just the right direction, it's the direction it needs to go in. Some aspect of your world is changing and it's going in the direction it needs to go in, and that is right. But I do feel you might be a little fearful, a little worried, feel a bit tense because of the significance. It's either because it's very fast paced or because it is a genuinely big change. We have this hand and the dagger. It's like, poof, it is the end of us. It's something ending, something beginning. It's a big change. It's a big change. Let's draw a card from, this is a non-conventional tarot pack, a non-traditional tarot pack. This is the Fairytale Tarot, and it is the Fairytale Tarot, the Inner Child Tarot also. Oh, we have the Ace of Hearts. This is beautiful. Reading number 3, this is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. This really is taking you in the direction that it's so right for you. Whatever this big change is, whether it's new love, new home, new job, or a mixture of all and both, anything, wherever you are taking, you're being lifted up. Can you literally see this, the flow, the rune of flow? It's like the ebb and flow of emotions, the ebb and flow of careers, the ebb and flow of relationships. But it's unseen powers that are at work here. You are being pushed into exactly the place and the position that you need to be in. Okay, for a new dawn, which is what Kano, the rune of openings, is about. This is super. It really tells us that you are going in exactly the direction. That train, even if it feels a bit runaway, it's taking you exactly where you need to go. These are the unseen powers of the universe, guiding you, pushing you, lifting you. But I do feel you maybe have a wobble along the way, perhaps because of the enormity of the change, the bigness of it, or the speed of it. Any of those things may be relevant to you. Let us draw more cards for you. May we ask for more information about April for reading number 3, please? Okay, I'm seeing this card too, and that one there, and also this little one peeking out just here. Okay, we'll leave it at that for one moment. We have the 7 of Swords. How interesting. We have invocation. And this connects to a moon cycle. How interesting. So, I feel like the 7 of Swords, traditionally it speaks of kind of difficult decisions, really. Having to make difficult decisions and choices. If you have been procrastinating about something and you're really, or there's more than one route available to you, and you start to worry about which choice to make, persevere, because actually, you might find that the moon cycles help you. For any of you who follow my work to do with the moon, I do a moon forecast. It's on the same video as my all zodiac sign readings, and when we start to manifest with the moon, we really do discover that, or I have certainly discovered, this is how it has been for me, that different aspects of the moon, different cycles, cycles, different phases within a moon cycle have a different impact on us. And there are also, through the moon, there are like 13 tribal moons. In my Manifest with the Moon, Astro Moon Diary and Journal, I usually put just an image of them between the readings. In the journal, I've talked about the moon cycles, the tribal moon cycles, and how they have impacted, that learning has impacted on me. We are in a tribal moon phase of Ways the Truth, and also governed by a Celtic moon that's governed by the tree law of ash. Ash is very tall, very straight, and helps to make very clear decisions. It's ruled by the energy of fire. And Ways the Truth, in the moon cycle of Ways the Truth, we often are faced with choices and decisions to make. So it's quite interesting. If you are a bit of a procrastinator, I do think around the full moon, you may find that things are revealed and shown to you that are actually coming into your world to help you to make the right choices and decisions. Super Souls, I have just adjusted the lighting in here because what I was feeling was that the way the camera and the lighting was positioned, somehow it was getting so blindingly light that I could no longer see the cards. And this is really, I feel, actually quite important information coming through in your reading, because in a way I feel the route to go, the decision to make, will be quite blindingly obvious, and yet at the same time I think perhaps because it is a big change, or because it will involve lots of changes, a bit like relocation, job, all these things happening. I think because it involves a big change, or changes that are happening fast, I do think that's where the wobble is coming in. In one way, you really want this, you wanted to manifest this, you've been dreaming of it, praying for it, asking for it. And those of you that manifest with the moon, you've been trying to manifest this for some time. You are being pushed in exactly the direction you need to go. But I do think there is, because of the bigness of this change, or the way in which it gathers momentum, it requires speed, fast changes. We have the Ace of Swords here. This is super. And then the King of Swords. I mean, what a phenomenal connection these cards are bringing here, because you know, the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords, this is the beginning of the swords. It's something you have been wanting, you've asked for, you've been trying to set your intentions, hold it clearly in your mind. The King of Swords is now saying, right, okay, now we've got to this point where we have it. We have this opportunity here. The Four of Discs, it's now becoming real, it's manifest. The Eight of Discs, it's something that you can now genuinely invest in. It's like applying for lots of jobs and suddenly you get offered the dream job, and it's that wobble. I'd have to relocate, I'm going to have to step up and learn all these new skills, or you've been offered a university placement and it was exactly the one you wanted. So we're seeing you crowned in something that you really want, like a wish come true. I always think in this card, it reminds me, you know, we've got these sort of upside down towers here. It's almost like in the tower card, we see a radical change. But this is time to know the pillars, these beautiful pillars are built on the foundations of the towers of change. So this is a super, super amazing opportunity coming to you in April. Reading number 3, a super amazing opportunity. That's what we're seeing. Let's move these cards down so we see everything here. I really feel an amazing opportunity, something you have manifested, you've wanted, you've dreamt of. You know you're going to love it. It's being made available. But you have a wobble because it involves a big and significant change. That's kind of what we're seeing here in your reading, beautiful reading number 3. I feel unbelievably excited for you. Remember, this is an offer and opportunity that is going to liberate you and free you from something that you've felt quite tangled and stuck about. So it's super amazing. And yeah, the fears, worries, it's just because it really is. It's like, I feel like it's kind of like an opportunity of a lifetime, really worthy of investment. Let's ask, can we have a sneaky peek preview about this, or a little bit more information? Okay, so we have the 4 of discs here. Okay, we have the 5. This is interesting, 5 of swords. We have the Page of Cups. This is very interesting. May we have more information? What is this all about? Okay, we have 2 other cards here. We have the Empress and the 3 of Wands. Okay, I'm just going to move these along. Right. Okay. Yeah, I think you're going to be pretty cool with this ultimately. Okay. Part of the dagger, the worry, the 7 of swords. Do you know, I think part of the worry that you carry with this is, what will people think? Because it's a bit like applying for that dream job, and then you discover that your best friend also applied for the dream job. And you got it, not them. There's just something around the acceptance of the offer, whatever it is. Whether it's something like this came out in another reading relatively recently as well. There's something in this opening, this opportunity, that, I mean, I think you're going to love it. It's worth investing in, and I think you make the choice to take it. I think you really do. You kind of know you're being guided. You know it's right. But basically, the decision that the opening that you take, the opportunity, the thing that is worthy of investment. We have the Empress here. The thing that will move forwards very fast. Page of Cups. It's a fast, the pages have a fast moving energy. They're young, there's a vibrant energy about it, and he's quite contemplative about this. Yeah. This is really paving the way for you for a super future. And I think there possibly will be, basically I think there's a bit of envy around you from somebody who would have liked to have your success. It's one of those things, when you really step up, somebody else can come along. They may even try to sort of slightly sabotage, or, you know, if you have a chat with someone, I don't know whether I should take this job or not, they might actually come along and say, oh, I don't think you should because of XYZ. And actually it's their own agenda that's being fueled here. So I think somebody might try to, perhaps that's part of the worry, somebody might try to sway the situation. They might try to slow you down. But actually, just persevere. You kind of know you're loving it. This is loaded with light. It's the direction you should go in. It is an opportunity of a lifetime. Yes, there's learning to be done. Yes, there's a lot of upheaval involved here. Yes, there's a fast-paced energy. But my God, it is so right for you. So right for you. And yeah, just be mindful. You know, there's always people in the world who want what other people have, but aren't really prepared to do the work to get it. You're going to be crowned in this new opportunity, which is bringing you so much potential and so much future benefits. This is really worthy of investment, of nurture. It is. It's like putting in those roots, transplanting a tree from a pot. you know, into the real soil, a plot of land where it can grow into its fullest and most amazing potential. And that most amazing potential is you. The direction you're being taken, the offer that is being given to you in April is full of incredible potential that will lead you along a pathway of growth. It brings you an amazing future, but what you'll be doing is leaving behind some kind of people who will be a bit envious, a bit jealous, a bit whatever. Do not in any way let them slow you down. This is, I just feel like it's an opportunity of a lifetime. And yes, it's fast paced. Yes, it involves a lot of work. Yes, it involves being busy, being active, happening. But my God, it brings you the key to your independence and freedom and liberation. And I feel a level of success that gives you this, whatever this is, that is manifesting in the uniqueness of your world. This is a powerful month with a massive opening for you. Reading number 3, that is really worthy of embracing and going with it. It really, 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 truly is. And yeah, just there's always people like this around. We can't change them. Just, this is one of those send them love and walk away moments, if you know what I mean. Beautiful you, and my goodness me, the cat energy as well. You're going to land on your feet, okay? You're going to land on your feet. Busy, fast, happening. Big opportunity, amazing. Invest, walk away. Tons of love, reading number 3. Tons and tons of love. Super Souls, if you'd like to get notification of all of my readings, I post pick a card readings on Tuesdays, Fridays, and every week on Sunday for weekly guidance. I also do a moon update with the all zodiac sign readings and then extended readings on Patreon. So do check out that moon update, because you might find the with that card of incantation, you might find working with the moon really helpful this month if you don't already do that. What else do I need to say to you? I mean, I just think, yeah, persevere. I will put the links to anything and everything that I do in the information box, in the description box, and also in the comments, a pinned comment for phone users. Thank you to those of you who've reached out and asked about private readings. I'm not able to take on any new people for private readings, I'm afraid, but I do give away a free private reading and a pack of these Art of Manifestation Oracle cards every month. That is a subscriber offer. So if you are subscribed and you want to be in that prize draw, if you add yourself to my subscriber email list, literally you just upload your name and email address and that's it. You'll be registered in there, and my colleague draws the names out of a hat. And just watch out for the announcement video, because I do announce it on YouTube every month. Super Souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. So this is, it just feels like a massively big change, but just, you know, taking you exactly where you need to go. Tons of love to you, reading number 3. It's awesome.